it will be counterproductive. And for Mr. President, who has just run 12 or 13 months in office, we feel it's quite hasty for anyone to put any judgment whether he is doing well or not doing well. And for me, with what he has done even so far, I think we must have to say kudos to the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We must have to say kudos to the party, the ruling party, APC, because definitely we are going ahead. We are stepping further. And I believe the president has the commitment to address some of these problems. Not only the commitment, he has the capacity to address some of these problems that we're facing. What we're saying is that the government may be doing their own way of doing it, perhaps through intelligence gathering, perhaps through quiet engagements with stakeholders and even the alleged perpetrators of this so-called protest. In our own way too, we have been able to interface and engage with our constituents in virtually every part of this country through our representatives, engaging them in the manner you think we should. But if there is anyone acting by way or in the face of threat or intimidation, we are not one of those. We are not here to intimidate anyone. We are not here to threaten anyone. We are only trying to implore the way of peace. It's only when we have peace that we can have development. And we proudly remain associates of Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria because we served in virtually same capacity as members of this great institution in 1992. And we have seen a lot of qualities, we have seen a lot of virtues, we have seen a lot of zeal and commitment, patriotism in the person of Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today. That is why we proudly remain to associate ourselves with him as one of us. And we want to plead with Nigerians, not even the so-called perpetrators of this alleged protest, Nigerians at large, to please understand with Mr. President. He has once said it in one of his very popular speeches that he wish he could have done otherwise. He also feels, he also sees, he also tests the hardships people are going through. But definitely when you are coming with an aggressive government, an aggressive approach to economic issues, definitely people will be subjected to one kind of hardships or inconveniences one way or the other. This is what we call maybe, if you want to correct things, definitely some mixed feelings will be there. But the intent of the government, the commitment of the ruling party also, is to provide the best of welfare for Nigerians. So we are pleading with Nigerians to shelve their swords. We are pleading whosoever is out on the street trying to bring chaos, trying to create disquiet in the economy and in the country, to please allow Mr. President a chance. We will definitely get there and Nigeria will prosper. We want to put our voice to the discourse. We want to put our voice to the national conversations. We may not know who is there planning the alleged protest. And I want to believe even government is not quite on top of it, knowing who actually is planning it. In fact, we might be chasing a ghost. We might be chasing shadows. But the fact is that when you are handling a political situation like that, you cannot take things for granted. All we are saying is that this body sat, deliberated, and felt we should come out boldly to place our voice on the discourse that we are not in support of this alleged national protest. Public House of Representatives, ably led by our leader, who is the chairman, and of course the one who anchored the press briefing today. Members of the media, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am of course one of them because I started my journey in the democratic space, of course, on the 7th of July 1992, when we were inaugurated as members of the Third Republic House of Representatives. Incidentally, Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today was also inaugurated same time with us as a Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. To God be the glory that no matter what, at the end, one of us is now in charge. I rise to probably respond to some of the questions for us to save our time and also be straight to the point. The question you first reduced is about almost the same thing. I think it's almost the same question. I want to say that no one of us is just here to speak for the government per se, or probably to provide excuses for why this is done or this is not done. All we are saying as major political stakeholders in this country, as important as about 593 members of the Third Republic House of Representatives, then each local government was represented by one member.